It's a condition that can often lead to feelings of isolation, panic, and desperation for those afflicted, as well as their friends and family members. This is National Eating Disorder Awareness Week, and joining us now to talk more about this condition and the many conditions associated with eating disorders is Donna Baird from the Silver Linings Foundation. Thanks for coming in this morning, Donna.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit first about what exactly the Silver Linings Foundation is in our city.
Silver Linings Foundation actually was founded by parents of children with eating disorders, and they came together out of a need to build awareness for the public and bring education and resources and support to families and youth and adults suffering from eating disorders.
What's your connection to eating disorders?
I have two connections. One, I grew up having an eating disorder, which I've thankfully recovered from. And I have a daughter who recently, in March, plunged into anorexia and went into heart failure within a few months and was in hospital and almost died. So I've got two connections there as well.
It's an incredibly terrifying disease for loved ones, and I can only imagine for somebody who's been through it personally as well. What resources are there, though? Because it seems like it is a condition, several conditions, that we don't talk a lot about.
Actually, there aren't a lot of resources for eating disorders, and yet it has the highest mortality rate of any mental illness. And the lack of resources are part of what's brought us together. Is there a way as a group that we can fill some of those gaps? I moved here about 2 years ago from BC, and I actually thought Calgary would have more resources, but it has less. And Canada as a whole actually has very little in terms of resources for eating disorders. It is a very silent, a very quiet disorder. It's a personal relationship, and there are a lot of comorbid or other issues that are going on in terms of mental health, such as anxiety and depression, or obsessive compulsive disorders, perfectionism. So, and there's a little bit of a misunderstanding that eating disorders are about food or about the weight loss. It really is a complex disorder needing complex treatment. And it's not as simple as people might think.
So if there is this sort of stigma still surrounding eating disorders, how do we break that down, and how do we help ensure that people who are living with these conditions and their loved ones get the support that they need?
Talking about it is a big piece. I think just today will bring a great deal of awareness to people that are struggling in silence. I think sometimes people don't know how to self-identify what's going on with them. There's a craziness that's going on, a voice in their head that's controlling their every action and every consumption of food, and it feels like a crazy illness in terms of mental health, and it's hard to identify what's going on, and it's insidious. There could be a gradual onset or an acute onset, and it's hard for people to know what's going on with them.
Well, Donna, we thank you so much for coming in this morning and sharing your story.
Well, thank you.
And talking about the Silver Linings Foundation. This is, again, Eating Disorder Awareness Week, and if you'd like more details about the support that the Silver Linings Foundation offers, you can head to their website, silverliningsfoundation.ca.